Hello, this is video training, Service Level 2, Chapter 1. What we'll be covering in Chapter 1 is how to set up your warranty and internal charges and how to apply them to an RO bill. Okay, let's begin. Let's go into the main menu for Service. And first thing we need to do is set up our warranty accounts or any internal charge accounts. Now keep in mind, as we went over in Chapter 1, Level 1, Chapter 3, what we covered was how to no-charge items. And on a no-charge item, we're not billing anything. Here we're setting up an internal charge account, whether it be a warranty, whether it be a manufacturer, or whether it be an internal account like another department, like new unit sales account. We'll do that by going into Workstation and System Options. You'll see an option here, Set up Warranty and Internal Charge Vendor. Let's select that. This is your screen. First, it wants a vendor code. The vendor code usually coincides with the vendor code for your manufacturer file. For example, if you're a Yamaha dealer and Y is the vendor code for your pot system, then you'd probably want to use Y as the vendor code. If you're a Volvo dealer, you'd probably want to use V. So if you're not sure what the codes are and you're the person setting this up, talk to the parts department, find out what their vendor codes are. They should be in sync with your vendor codes. When I type in a vendor code, and I'll start off just by typing in new, and I'm going to hit the Enter key. What it's going to do, it's going to go out and create a couple of things. It's going to go out and create a vendor record in my vendor file. It is going to go out to my accounts receivable and set up a accounts receivable warranty account or an internal charge account. I'm going to give it a name, new vendor. Hit the Enter key. Now it's asking me a couple of questions. On the pots, there are various different ways that manufacturers reimburse you for their warranties. One is they'll do a cost plus, where they'll say whatever the cost of the pot is, I'll give you 20%. What this is doing is basically asking me that question. If it's cost plus, we would do a positive number. Cost plus 20 would be cost plus 20 of the pot. So when we click and say this job or this particular pot is warranted, it's going to automatically bill that warranty account or internal charge account cost plus whatever we key in here. Obviously, if it's something off list, we would put minus 20 or minus 10. It will do just the opposite. Look at whatever the suggested manufacturer list price is and take 10% off or whatever we key in there. Now, another option is use list price. In other words, the manufacturer just says whatever the list price is, that's what we're going to reimburse you. It's not a percentage off list. It's not cost plus. It's the list price. Now, if you use the list price, what that allows you to do, that allows you to change the price in the work order. Where if you've got a manufacturer where maybe every warranty is negotiated, where you call up and you say, hey, we're doing this job, and they call you back and say, we'll give you $300, then you'd want to use this option here. That allows you to choose it for each work order where you can be able to click and type in exactly what that warranty is. So if it's a formula where they say, look, this is what we do, cost plus, this is what we do off list, or if it's somebody that a manufacturer and their manufacturer, every warranty is kind of a negotiated item. Okay, here's what we're going to pay you for that. Here's what we're going to pay you for the pots. Here's what we're going to pay you for the labor. Or if you're just using the cost of the pots. And same thing with an internal charge. If you want to bill another department, like say unit sales for all the service work done, do you want to bill it on list price just as if you were billing a customer? Do you want to pick and choose what you want to do? Do you want to just put the cost in, or do you rather have a cost plus? Let's go in and assume it's a regular manufacturer and it's cost plus 25 that they give us. Now what about pots? What about labor? Labor is usually one of two ways. They just say, we don't care what your labor rate is, we pay $65 an hour. If that's the case, you would put in that manufacturer's labor rate. Or if it's an internal charge, maybe you're going to want to say, look, our normal labor rate is $85. When we're doing internal work, I want to use $25 an hour. So that's what you would put in. Let's just put in 65. Now we also have an option here that says use list price for labor. There again, what that means, it's a negotiated type item where you would call up and you may change it for every different warranty. On one warranty, you're going to just say, hey, it's $50 an hour. Another warranty, it might be $80 an hour, or maybe it's a flat rate job where they just say, we're giving you $100, we don't care, that's it. Now, if it's an hourly, keep in mind that's going to base it on your time spent doing the job, obviously. Sublet, same thing. If you're doing sublet warranty, now normally sublet warranty is what you charge. In other words, a manufacturer, you're sending something out, the manufacturer says, we'll pay for it, send it to ABC company, and we're going to give you X amount of dollars, and you type in what they're going to give you. So all these things are basically settings. I'm going to hit update. Now that new vendor's been created in my vendor file. It also went out to my accounts receivable file and created an accounts receivable vendor. So for example, if we type in a code that's out there already, like Yamaha, it comes out with a description. It already comes out with the options that I set for Yamaha. What I said is Yamaha pays $55 an hour and they use the list price. So if the vendor is out there already, it'll just display the vendor. It'll have the values that you have in there. If you need to change any of these values, obviously you can do that. You can go in and change the labor rate, change any of the features that you want. So once this is done, we have now set up warranties and internal charges. So this is step number 1. Okay, now that we've done that, now we can go in and warranty something. Let's go into a work order. We're going to be going into close update RO. And let's just take 2 work orders. And we'll keep it simple. Here's our work order list. Let's just do this work order right here. Oh, we'll pick this one. It's all done, 600. And we have a couple of jobs on here. We have tune-up, we have winterization, and we wash the bottom of something. Let's just say that on this particular job, the tune-up is warranted. So if I want to warranty something, there again, there are 2 different ways I can do it. I can click on the line and pick no charge, and now pick warranty or internal charge, and charge is the key word here. Or if I don't want to do that, there again, like I suggest, sometimes it's easier using this. And I'm just going to say no charge, it's a warranty. Now, it's the same as everything else. It goes into a warranty mode. The yellow line is up here to pick the line we want. Down here it says pick line for a warranty sale. Okay, let's pick tune-up. I'm going to hit enter or select it with the mouse. It now lists all my internal accounts. If this screen is blank, you have not set up your internal charge accounts. So the only thing that's going to list here are accounts that we set up in the workstation system options as warranty or internal charge. Obviously, the description that I gave needs to be meaningful enough so I can figure out which one to click. Let's suppose Yamaha is going to be paying for this. I'm going to select Yamaha. Now, when you select the vendor, it says, okay, we're going to bill Yamaha for this based on what you told me how we're going to bill Yamaha. What about the parts for the job? It comes up and says no charge all the parts. Well, I can say yes, or I can say no. Let's say yes. It now lists all the jobs. Yes, I want to warranty all of them. Hit the escape key. Now, it's saying, okay, this bill went down to $387. Are there anything else that you want to warranty? Maybe let's warranty this job right here, washing the bottom. So I'm going to select on that. And you know what? Maybe that's going to be an internal. We're going to pay for that, but I want to keep track of it. I want to know exactly, what I do at the end of the month. I want to see how many internals I did and how much it really cost me to do it. So let's select that. Or maybe another manufacturer is paying for that. Let's do that. Let's say OMC is paying for that. You know what? We're not going to do the parts for that. So we're going to say no. Now let's suppose I'm looking at this and I made a mistake. I said, oh, you know what? I said warranty all the parts for the tune-up, but I just noticed this cylinder gasket, which it warranted, I don't want to warranty that. That's not part of the warranty. So I'm in warranty mode here. If I select any line that is warranted, it's going to say, do you want to turn that off? Yes, I do. I made a mistake. I basically clicked on the wrong line. I warranted the wrong line. So if you select on any warranty line while you're in a warranty mode, it'll ask you if you want to turn it off. If I say yes, now it's turned off and we're going to charge for that line. Now if I'm done doing all my warranties, just like everything else, we're going to hit the escape key, and now this is what the bill is going to look like. So what we're doing here, if we print this bill out, the customer is going to pay $354. Yamaha is going to get charged X amount based on what we set up for the parameters, and this other vendor, OMC, is going to get charged. So let's do that. Let's bill this account. So what we're able to do here is on one bill, let's print the bill out. We want to finalize it. We're all done. It wants to know who I am and how we're going to do it. Let's just do a cash. So we're going to cash it out. The customer is only paying $354, so suppose he gives me $360. We're going to give him back $5.89. Now here's what my bill looks like. Now what we see here is the customer can see exactly the value he's getting. Number one, he sees that this pot would have cost him $295 and it was warranted. This pot would have cost him $28.80 and it's warranted. This pot right here would have cost him, this label would have cost him $90. He didn't have to pay that. This would have cost him $52. Now, there is an option that basically says, do you want to show the list price with warranties or not? Most people want to show the list price. You're giving the customer value. That's what it would have cost him, and he doesn't have to pay for it. So there again, if that's something you don't want to do, you may want to turn that option off. Now, this is the bill that's going to the customer, service bill. So the customer sees exactly everything that it's been done, what he's paying for, what he doesn't have to pay for. Okay. Now, we're going to finalize this. Now, let's go look, and that bill is now not listed. It's taken off our active list. So I'm going to hit the escape key. Now, what did it do internally? Well, what it did internally is obviously the customer paid his portion, and that's now in my sales journal. It's in my cash register, or if we build his account, obviously it would be in my accounts receivable. What also happened is if I go to my accounts receivable, which we will, we'll see that those two accounts have been billed. Let's do that first. Going to my accounts receivable. And there are three different customers or accounts that got hit in here. And we're just going into customer and year-to-date recap. And I am going to type in the actual customer that the bill was for, which I believe it was for Mike Dicker. And that's RO600. And it was cash. There's a cash sale, $534. RO600. We just billed it out. If I click on it, it tells me exactly what we did. Okay, here's what we did. Here's the whole history. If I want to reprint the bill, I can take a look and see what the original bill looked like. Okay, but what else? What about Yamaha? Here's my Yamaha account. It billed Yamaha $141. So my Yamaha warranty account, it automatically got billed $141. Now what it does, it separates the parts versus the labor. The labor is 110, the parts is 31. Well, why does it do that? Because lots of times when you're having warranty issues, it's usually one side or the other. It's usually, well, you spent more time on the job than you were supposed to, so it's a labor problem. Or you warranted a part that wasn't supposed to be warranted. So it's good to keep track of it separately because that's usually the way they came back. So now let's look at our OMC. And, let's see, we need to look it up here. I forgot what my account is, so let's just type it in and do a keyword lookup, and there again, here it is right there. If you can't find something or you can't remember something, keyword is a valuable tool. You can type in anything you want. And we noticed that my OMC account got billed for $55. So everything is done internally, automatically. Okay, let's go back to service. What if I want to get a hard copy of that? What if the manufacturer says, look, I want a hard copy of what you're billing me. I don't want to just, okay, somebody's got to submit the warranty. Some people, they need to send you a hard copy. Some people do it electronically. Let's just look at this option here, print warranty claims for RO. So let's go in and print warranty claims for RO. Type in the RO number. Now, if you don't know the RO number, there again, you can hit the Enter key and list all your ROs. It was 600. Now, when I select this, what it's going to do, it's going to go out there and it's going to look to see how many warranties I have on this particular RO. And it's going to print them one at a time separately. So now what I'm going to get is a bill, and this is the Yamaha. This is what Yamaha is getting charged. $295 for that, $28 for that, $110 for that. Total for Yamaha is $141. That's how much is parts, that's how much is labor. This is exactly what got billed to the Yamaha warranty account. So if you need to print this out, and it'll tell you right here, this is a Yamaha claims report. Now, because it sees there's another manufacturer, it's going to say, okay, there's one more. We also have OMC, which got billed $55. So if you need to get hard copies of that, they're right here. There's also a report we're going to show you that basically will have what we call a warranty claims report. But let's go in and do that one more time so it's very, very clear. I'm going to go back into Update Close RO. Let's pick a work order and let's do Tom Moore. He's got a motorcycle. And let's do the same example. Let's just say that, okay, one of these parts here, and we'll do the tune-up again. I'm going to do this one a little bit differently, though. What I'm going to do is I'm going to select over here. I'm going to select no charge, and I'm going to say it's a warranty. Now, whether it's a warranty or an internal charge, it really doesn't matter much. It's going to work exactly the same. And I'm going to select parts again. I'm going to select tune-up. And let's just say, hey, Yamaha sells motorcycles. Let's select Yamaha. This time I'm going to say no. I don't want to warranty all the parts, so I'm going to say no. You know what I want to do? I want to just pick and choose the parts that I want to warranty. So now I'm going to go up here and I'm going to say I want to do this part here. And that's going to be Yamaha. And I want to do this part here. And that's going to be Yamaha. Obviously, you can see that it is somewhat faster. If all the parts were warranted, you may just want to do them all. But, you know, some people like to do it like this here, where you got a little bit more options. And if you make a mistake, there again, maybe I want to select on that one, and I'm going to say, oops, I was wrong on that one. That's not. Maybe this one here, I want to do that. Now, I'm done. I'm going to hit my escape key. Now, maybe I'm looking at this, and I have a $369 bill. And for some reason, I'm going to tell the customer that, you know what, I'm not going to charge you for installing this tire. I'm going to charge you for the tire, you know, which is $220. But you know what? We're going to put it on for nothing for you. Well, there again, it's the same thing. But I don't want, nobody's paying for this. I am just giving it away. My profit is going to be, I am actually going to, you know, lose $9 here. So it's not costing me a lot of money. That's my cost of me putting this tire on, $9. Customer's going to think it's a big deal. I'm giving them $104. So I'm going to just do this. And I'm going to say no charge, but this time I'm going to pick not warranty charge or not internal charge. I'm going to pick one of these options, whether I just say, hey, it's an internal sale. Hey, it's a donation. I'm giving it to you. I'm not charging. It's included. Just no charge. That's all I want is no charge. So you can pick what you want. I'm just going to call this a donation, and I'm going to say, you know what? I'm not going to charge you for that. Okay. No, we're not going to do the parts for it. I want to charge them for the tire. I'm just not charging them for the labor. Okay. Maybe I want to give them the spark plug. We're not going to charge you for that. Now, what's going to happen now is the customer is going to pay $245. That's for the tire and the tax and our $10 charge here. If I want to reverse the $10 charge and take that off, well, we can take that off too. So now we're down to $235. If I want to no charge the tire too and the customer's not paying anything, well, we can do that. And then, you know, the customer's not getting charged anything. So when I print this bill out, obviously our warranty is going to bill our warranty account automatically. The things that say donated, are basically just no charge. My profit margin is obviously a lot less. We're not going to be charging the customer for that. It just lowers my profit margins. All it's going to do. Nobody else is paying for it. It's not internal. It's not charging any of the account. Let's build this out. Same thing. Maybe we want to build this. There's my customer we're billing. And now we bill the customer this amount right here, $235. There's my tax. Here's the pots. There were no labor. The labor we gave it away. We did it for nothing. One of the jobs were warranted. The other job we just didn't charge. If I finalize it, we're done, and that's it. Now, if we want to reprint just the warranty claim part of it, we can go back in there. There again, let's pick Tom right here. It's going to say, okay, there's one warranty claim on here that we need to print, and here it is. There's the pots. There's the labor. Here's what we just billed our Yamaha account. An additional $169, $112 was labor, $53 were pots. Now, you can print this out and use this to do your warranty claim, or you can print a warranty claim report. So what we've done here is going into service, pick a job, and use this option here, no charge. And like we said before, the word charge means you have to use these two options, warranty charge or internal charge, you have to have your internal charge account set up. If you don't have them set up, you'll get a blank screen and you won't be able to do it. So you need to go in to workstation options, set up your warranty internal charge account, set up how you're going to get reimbursed, and then you'll see these on the list. If I hit internal charge and now I select, there's my list. These are the ones that I set up using that set up internal charge account. If I want to just charge my internal charge account and I'm going to do all the pots, obviously that's completely done there. I can select on the ones I don't want to do, but we're going to do them all. Now on this account, obviously it's been reduced by what I consider internal. If I'm done, I hit escape, and now I can bill one bill that basically shows the customer the things we're giving them away, we're not charging them for, as well as the things that we are charging them for. Okay, we'll just save that. All right, next I talked about a report. Well, there is what we call a warranty claims report, and you can get that here. I'm in the sales journal, and we have this warranty report. Now, many people just print out a warranty bill. And many companies want a bill. They want a hard copy of the bill. They want to know exactly what you're charging them for. They want to know the part numbers. They want to know all that information. And probably the bill is what you're going to want to do. But just to let you know, if you just want to get a recap of, okay, what did I warranty? Tell me what's going on. Obviously, it's the same as all other reports. They're date sensitive. And now you can say, well, do I want to just see but I want to see everything that I gave away. In other words, this isn't a warranty. I donated. I just gave it away. I want to see anything that I picked included. I want to see anything that I picked no charge. I want to see anything that I just said internal sale. I just want to see warranty stuff. I just want to see internal stuff. Or do I want to see everything? Everything that I gave away, regardless of what I picked for a category. So this is a nice report because at the end of the month, you can say, well, what did we just give away from the kindness of our heart for some reason? Well, that's what it is. What did we sell for pots? It was included in the price of labor. What did we just say no charge? If we just look at just warranties, I'm looking at everything. And it'll list every single item, pot numbers, and the category of what you did. So this shows me exactly what's going on, what the dealer list should have been, what my cost should have been, what the warranty was, and actually it'll print the labor and the pots. So this is a valuable report, especially when you're looking at it at the end of the month where you can really get a handle on what's going on. There's the work order numbers. Here's the actual pots and the labor. And there again, I picked all warranties, not all no charges. If I wanted to, I could have done the same thing and said, you know what, I just want to see what I gave away as donations, which means nobody paid for it. It lowered my profit margin. Well, this is what I gave away. I gave away the labor on this tire, and I gave away that spark plug. it cost me $10.25. So that's basically warranty and internal charges. Okay, that concludes this portion.